Looking good. Make it easy. Suck in the gut. We're on camera.
We're playing good. We're working good.
Yeah, man. Hey.
What's up?
Welcome to Battle School Dropouts special anniversary episode.
That's right.
We got the cameras out again.
Yeah.
So we're looking right at you, viewer at home. What's going on? Hopefully the cameras work all the way through this and I just don't sound foolish right now.
I already forgot the second angle was active when you pointed over that way. I was like, what the fuck is he looking at?
What's he doing? Well, welcome to Battle School Dropouts, the podcast that has been running 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 years. 3 years. And we've been talking about 6 episodes of different animes ever since. I'm Stew.
And I'm Bakari.
And today, what have we watched today?
We watched Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. Dude, I'm excited to talk about Hell's Paradise.
It's pretty cool, right?
But I really want to talk about the last 3 years of this podcast.
Yeah. Hey, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. So how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's funny. Like I was like telling myself before we started recording, like, okay, I gotta, play it cool here because the most recent episode of the podcast went up, not too long ago, but we actually recorded it. The Zoids episode. Yeah. But we actually recorded it. I think it was still in May because I talk about my birthday coming up.
Well, your album hadn't come out also.
Yeah.
Pockets was like right around the corner.
Yeah.
You were saying, and I think by the time we posted it, it'd been out for like a month.
Something like it.
Like
yeah, not a month. It still hasn't been out for a month, but go stream Pockets by Octomammoth on Spotify and Apple Music and Deezer and Napster and Amazon and like any other streaming service you can find. I probably put it on there.
Yeah, check it out. It's great.
Hey,
it's a great album.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah,
what were we talking about? So it was a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's been a while. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, looking at the YouTube upload dates, but it has been a minute since we recorded.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, this is the time that there stops being months between when we record something and when we upload it.
I know, and every fucking time I'm like, we didn't talk about anything that timely. Yeah. And then we fucking like, hey, so how about that election that's right around the corner?
Yeah, exactly. We always date it super hard.
Like I was like, oh no, we're totally good with that guessing. Like when we recorded the guessing anime openings video, probably like, I don't know, 2 months before it went up or something like that, at least. And like we kept making jokes about the upcoming election because the YouTube ads that
we got fucked by the YouTube ads.
Yeah, the ads, they were all like, Dave Jones is running for senator or whatever. And so we kept making jokes about it. And then it's like 2 months later, the election's over. It's like, oh, fuck, dude. We cut around it okay, but goddamn, man.
Yeah, no, that's tough. It's tough when, like, we open up every other YouTube video and it's like, vote yes on Prop 26 or whatever. Don't let people vote on or bet on sports, or do let them bet on sports online or not. I don't know.
Sure, yeah, it was your choice.
I knew them at the time. I'm not. I'm a conscious voter. It's been months and I don't have to care anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I have voted in every single election that I've been able to vote in.
Me too.
Since I was 18. Okay, hell yeah. Look at us doing.
I would have voted for Obama a second time if I could. He got elected in 2008. I turned 18 in 2009, so it didn't quite.
Yeah, I got to vote for him twice.
Oh.
So I'm actually the real Democrat here.
Yeah, Mr. Praxis over here. Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, it's like, it's so funny. Like, my mom is very big on, like, you got to vote. Like, it is, like, you can do whatever you want in your life, but you got to vote. And so I've really taken that seriously.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm like 33 now.
Yeah.
And I've voted every time I can since I'm 18. But every fucking election, it's the day of the election. I get my mail-in ballot 3 weeks beforehand. I haven't checked it out or done anything. I have to go drop it off.
Yeah. Take it to the box.
I look up all the stuff. I watch like as many videos as I can in like a 12-hour period. Figure out how to vote.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
It's tough.
Remember that? I think it was like Prop 19 or something like that. It was the one for like Uber and DoorDash and all those to like not be terrible to their independent contractors.
Yeah.
And like all the messaging around it, like, 10 to 1, like the ads that you would see would be like, an Uber driver or somebody who says they're an Uber driver going like, if you vote for this and make me an employee, they will cut my fingers off and feed them to the dogs. Do you want that?
Do you really want them to murder my family with my car?
Exactly.
That I was using for Uber?
They will run all of us over like the trolley problem, but there's no other track.
Yeah, the trolley problem is you now.
Yeah,
you know?
we are the trolley problem. We're the problem. Humanity is the virus. Nature is healing.
It's so fucking hard. Voting's hard. You know,
it is.
Like I almost didn't vote for in this like last election that came out. It was just like a bunch of props and senators.
Yeah. The boring shit.
Just do I give a shit? And
Gavin
I'm glad
Newsom's still the governor. Gives a fuck.
Oh yeah, we haven't even been able because he also like he got recalled and got back in it. So like
the Californian Rasputin, he just won't go away.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's that or like some weird like Trump conservative for governor. It's like there's no in between in California.
It never is. I don't know if I ever answered
anybody
your
on
question.
the left. I don't know.
Yeah, never. I don't know if I ever answered your question. I'm good, and I would like to pose you a question. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
You know, it's actually really funny. Like you were saying, we haven't recorded in a while. Mm-hmm. So like I think probably over the last month, I've just been thinking like, oh, I can't wait to record the podcast. I want to talk to Bakari about this stuff.
I was very excited when we came like to this date being the one. I was like shadowboxing in preparation.
Yeah. No, I was. What I'm going to tell you about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, I told Bernadette ahead of time, and I can kind of tell that she knew that I was just like prepping for the podcast.
Practice run. I like it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of anime. Yeah, I'm on an anime kick.
Mr. Anime podcast host watching anime. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it's I go in waves. I feel like I gotta make sure I stay on camera here.
Oh sure.
I feel like I go in waves where I get, and it shouldn't be waves. It should be always anime. Oh yeah, because I'm the anime podcast right now. Like, we've been doing this for 3 years.
Good. In fact, many times throughout this show over the last 3 years, we've been very clear about how fucking ignorant we are about all things that we talk about. So
yeah, and I got something to bring up in a little bit too about that. But
foreshadowing.
So I've been on an anime kick because I watched, of all things, that new Superman show.
Oh yeah,
that's come out.
Yeah, the Adult Swim one.
Yeah, the like My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah.
And
got the Lois with the short hair, and the Superman's making anime faces and stuff. It's cool.
He has a magical girl transformation.
He sure does. It's dope.
It's fucking excellent.
I love it.
But yeah, so I watched that, but there were only 2 episodes out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what do I watch? And it was anime. The answer was anime. So
is real quick, is that on Max?
It's on Max.
Okay. I watched the first episode on YouTube, actually. Like
because they put that up there. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just kind of like bored, and I put it on. I'm like, it can't be bad. I really love it.
Yeah,
but
I thought the action was like it's fine. But
yeah,
but like, the rest of it, great.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Is like the action hasn't evolved since like Justice League in like.
I was gonna say it's kind of like Teen Titans action.
Yeah,
actually, maybe Teen Titans had like slightly better. Like it had some like martial arts choreo and stuff. This doesn't have that. So.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm here for like a friendly Superman.
Oh yeah,
We wanted to. Okay, before I talk about all the anime shit I've been watching, we wanted to talk about Superman and how fucking pleasant this fucking Superman show is, and how apparently, like, I didn't realize how bad I wanted that until recently. Like, you know, like, because Zack Snyder's Superman is so fucking grim.
He is really grim.
You know,
and not just talking about that freaking lip thing he's got, guys. You know, because of the CG. Snyder cut, you know, the mustache from Mission Impossible. He couldn't shave it, so they had to CG it. Yeah. Timely reference.
Yeah. Dude, stop timing us.
What's with this lockdown, guys? What?
I don't want people to know that we're recording this right before the Zack Snyder cut comes out.
2019 was a terrible year, but 2020 will be even better. Remember when people were saying that? It was how little we knew.
Dude, yeah, I had a brief thought where I was like, 2023 is going to be my year. And I think I've just cursed myself. 2023 has been rough for me.
It's a transitional year. It's a year of metamorphosis, you know.
You're better
a chrysalis right now.
I fucking better be, or I better die. One of the two.
Either way. That's an evolution in and of itself.
God. But yeah.
Maybe you get isekai'd. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, it depends on where you go.
You could show up in the next world, in another world, as a mini fridge.
Yeah.
Or
the vending machines, the hotness right now.
Yeah, a slot machine, maybe.
Yeah.
That would be new.
I love the idea of like being sent to a magical world, and it's like, well, what can you do? Oh, I'm a graphic designer. Oh, so like nothing. You're useless. Oh, I know how to use Adobe stuff really well. All right, buddy.
You could make signs for all the different merchants and things.
But I'm only good with computers is the problem. Right?
Yeah, but you could
I'm a terrible illustrator.
I don't know. I feel like you could find some way to leverage that skill.
Yeah. I've always thought about it. If I was sent back in time, my go-to would be trying to find some place where I could apply, like bookkeeping or something, where I can just use basic math.
Sure.
Because I figured that's got to be a rare skill.
Like you'd be surprised actually. Like basic math is if you can just kind of do with the shit you learned in like middle school still.
Yeah.
You're set.
Yeah. I'm hoping. Yeah. Send me back. I can even do a little bit of algebra.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's eat shit, peasants.
Yeah, like my job does require like a decent amount of math. I'm kind of the numbers guy, surprisingly enough. My grades were fucking terrible in math. But yeah, like algebra, like early algebra 1 is like the furthest I've ever had to go with my math knowledge. And like people go like, how did you do that? How did you know those things would equal that? And I'm like, when you got it, you got it.
When you plug it into a calculator, you never know.
I'm like the NorCal Alan Turing right here. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, that is the unfortunate thing. I remember when I was in high school, I took pre-calculus of all godforsaken things. And I could have taken a pottery class that was like hella chill.
Should have.
And I had friends in it, like friends I still have today were in that class. Like, it would have been so nice. Yeah. And I took pre-calculus for some reason. I didn't do well, and I don't even come close to. I don't even know what pre-calculus is.
Me neither. I never got anywhere close to pre-cal. I think the furthest I ever got was. Did I take trigonometry? I don't think I even took trigonometry.
Yeah, I should know what it is though.
Sure, yeah, you should.
That's the part that kills.
I shouldn't. You should.
Yeah, I should know like what you do in calculus, or like what you do, like what it's applied for at the very least. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Stuff.
It's brutal.
Fuck school. Superman rules. Yeah. Get hit by a car, reincarnate into a new world, be the hero of darkness or whatever.
Yeah, I want to come back as somebody cool.
Yeah.
That would be, I mean, like, stuff to beat right now, but, like, I don't know, like a really powerful wizard, I'd take that.
Wizard would be cool.
Wizard would be dope, but just not graphic design. Graphic designer sent to another dimension. Just gets murdered by a goblin.
I'd watch
level 1.
Or I'd at least check out the first anime or the first episode and be like, yeah, it's all right. I'm not going to follow up, but
Yeah. You tried.
I'm marveling at my fucking farmer's tan here. Like it's summer and wow, big difference in the skin tone here. Jeez.
Yeah. You're showing some skin too. We got some knee up here.
Yeah. We got some leg, Yeah. It's the anniversary, baby.
I wore full fucking pants.
You're wearing pants. It is hot as fuck.
It's so fucking hot in here. Yeah. We ran that AC before recording. I was like, yeah, that'll keep it cool.
We ran it for like half an hour or something. There was a decent amount of setup.
Yeah, dude, we've got my fucking desktop in here. We've got your laptop. We've got another laptop.
3 computers on right now.
On top of just the fact that like we're recording this on a day that was
camera,
like
2 interfaces,
it was
3 microphones.
107 degrees today, dude.
It's fucked up.
I fucking hate it. Anyways, I also watched that G-Witch show.
Oh yeah,
I watched the first like 13 episodes.
Witch from Mercury.
Well, yeah, Witch from Mercury. So fucking good.
He's really good. You know what? You're much farther than me now in it. I think I'm at like episode like 6 or something like that. It's just every like month I watch like an episode. Not even that.
Yeah, no, I was fucking hooked.
Cool.
I just kind of had to go, and even like I think she was maybe playing it cool, but like Bernadette was like in the room with me. She was playing Animal Crossing, but she was like asking like, wait, who's that character? So,
Felicia was doing the same thing while I was watching it. Actually.
Yeah.
And like I had headphones on. She would just like watch the subtitles over my shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching the dub.
Oh yeah.
So
you made it easy on her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's really good. The dub is also really good if you're looking for something chill.
Good.
But yeah, I was gonna say we should do an episode on G-Witch, but it is so fucking similar to Revolutionary Girl.
Yeah, we already did the episode.
We already did the episode.
She's got swords instead of mechs.
It's so it blows my mind how many similarities
I thought people were really just like exaggerating. It's like, oh, because they're gay. Okay, cool. But like, you watch that first episode. Oh no. This is in fact Revolutionary Girl Utena, but with mechs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a bit more murder and politics and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and it gets kind of into its own thing a little later. I mean, I say that I don't really know what the fuck happens. I didn't watch more of Revolutionary Girl Utena. So
yeah.
I totally will though, guys, I swear.
I'm chipping away at it. It's another like I'll watch an episode like every other month or something like that. But,
yeah.
So talk to me in about 5 years.
Yeah, next anniversary episode I'll bring up. Did you finish G-Witch?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind, I want to derail this podcast. I want to talk about what I really want to talk about.
Were we on a rail?
Yeah, we were talking about G-Witch.
Oh, yeah. No, that is a normal part of the podcast.
I'm going to derail hard into my favorite subject, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I feel like that's just par for the course.
Par for the fucking course. Dude, okay, everybody has made fun of it my entire life. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which is...
5Ds nuts.
5Ds nuts? Yeah. It's the motorcycle Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, everybody knows it.
Yeah.
And they duel. It's just like normal dueling.
But turbo.
It's turbo duels. It's what it's called.
You got to go fast.
And like in the first episode, there's a cop who tells the main character, like, it's illegal to turbo duel in the satellite. It's like this
satellite. Are they in space?
No, there's like a separate city called the Satellite. It's very like YA novel where it's like, we live in second class city where we're not allowed to have lives or do things. And all of the people of first class city look down on us and want to...
Singing and dancing is illegal.
Yeah, exactly. And so owning dual monster cards is actually illegal in the Satellite.
No fucking way. But like the first class, the upper crusts, they can duel to their hearts.
They can duel all they want. So I've been watching that and
it really makes you think.
It's fucking great. Yeah. It's so like... GX was just kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Diet, like no edge at all. This, they fucking went right back the other way. They're like, people want high stakes, people want like magic, people want like just like near-death experiences 24/7. So they lean into the edge.
How often would you say someone crashes their motorcycle?
So I've seen the first 6 episodes. I would say I've probably witnessed at least 2 or 3 crashes.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah.
That's a solid distribution of motorcycle crashes.
Yeah, and dude, it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I know it's like just, it's never going to get that deep, but like the first episode, he duels a cop and the cop is like corrupt as hell.
Hell yeah.
And like he's working for the people in New Domino City, which is like the...
New Domino City?
New Domino City. That's like the fancy, upper class place.
Of course.
And so, so it's like he battles the corrupt cop twice.
Oh.
He's like Captain Thrash or something like that.
That's the name of the cop?
Something. It's not that cool, but yeah. But yeah, he duels this guy twice. And like, there's all this like terminology that they throw around. Like, if you lose this duel, I'm going to send you to a re-education camp. And it's like, holy shit, dude. They're leaning into it.
I was gonna ask and you already answered it, but like, so the cop does come prepared with his own duel monsters.
Oh
deck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has
keeps it in the holster where his gun would go.
He has fucking like handcuff dragon or whatever. It's like a dragon with like a handcuff on the top of its head, and he can like bind monsters and like lower their attack points.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he had like a cop dog, like was his first monster or something.
Of course.
Yeah, it was like they were theming. It was good.
That sounds cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So I've been digging it, but now I'm at a crossroads. I've always been a dub Yu-Gi-Oh guy. I think the dub of the original Yu-Gi-Oh is fantastic. Yeah. Very silly, but really good. But this is like 5Ds is coming out in the era of like 4Kids.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of censorship. And it's kind of bumming me out.
Cigarettes and lollipops and stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Blood is blue.
And so like a prime example is episode 6. I highly recommend to anybody watch the opening of both episodes, sub and dub. They're so fucking different. It hurts.
Really?
In the subtitle, so the main character Yusei has been caught illegally dueling in New Domino City.
Ooh.
So he's brought in front of a judge, and the judge in the subtitle version is like throwing the book at him. Like, you've been illegally dueling. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. All this stuff.
Yeah.
you're in huge trouble. We're going to send you to a re-education camp for a month. We're going to make you do this other thing for 6 months. And we're going to force you to get a tattoo on your face that's going to, mark that you're not allowed to be in New Domino City.
He has that, right? He gets the tattoo.
That's where he gets it. Yeah. So he gets this admittedly sick face tattoo.
Oh yeah, it looks dope.
It's hella cool.
Yeah.
But he gets it. But as he's getting it, he's like, like he's screaming as like this laser is carving into his face.
Whoa.
So that's the subtitle version. The dub version is the judge goes, "What's a kid doing in here? This seems a little strange. Oh, you were illegally dueling. Well, we're going to just put a little mark on you." And the main character's like, "Is that supposed to hurt?" Or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. And then he's like, "So we're going to send you to the facility where you're going to do this and you're going to meet some different characters." And he's like trying to imply that it's bad, but he doesn't use any like rough language.
Yeah. Doing it Sonic Forces style.
Yeah, exactly. Like war crimes are being committed, but like, it's fun.
Yeah.
And
Sonic is being tortured on Eggman's moon prison or whatever. And then like it cuts to Sonic and he's just chilling. He's just like, "When are you going to let me out of here?"
What torture?
"I'm waiting." Good old Julia White.
Oh yeah. I got to play the 45 minutes that is Sonic Forces.
You don't have to. It's okay.
Let me just drop $60 on that real quick.
Oh no, dude, you can pick it up for like $3 or something. Like Steam or whatever.
It's not even that old.
I might have an extra copy of it. I could just give to you, quite honestly.
Oh boy.
I have to look around, but I might still have an extra copy.
Yeah, man. I need my very light edge war crime.
Exactly. Yeah. The episode Shadow was pretty cool. It was just about how Shadow inadvertently causes like the big bad guy to be the big bad guy by beating him up and calling him a wimp.
Oh, I've seen that cutscene.
Yeah. Oh, it's dope. It's great.
It's so fucking silly.
Even though I'm pretty sure they like reused the animations from Shadow the Hedgehog. Like he does the same like teleporty combo on the Jackal guy. And I'm like, I need to go back and confirm that, but like I'm pretty sure that is the exact same sequence, same framing angles and everything.
That's illegal.
It's so funny.
What are you doing? Just have a different. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. So like there was just like no money spent on that game. Like what the fuck happened?
Well, I don't know. Like I don't know enough about how animation works, despite being on a podcast about animation. But yeah, no, like it just maybe it was supposed to be a callback. Maybe they were expecting me to go like, "That's like in Shadow the Hedgehog," but I didn't do that. I was just mostly laughing at how funny and like unnecessary the whole thing was. But like playing a Shadow is cool. I'm
here for it. Anytime Sonic games want to take themselves seriously, let's fucking go.
I need more of it. Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what I've been up to. All of that was a long-winded way for me to get into talking about my new favorite show, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
It sounds like a good time. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of scars on someone's face, tattoos rather, I have recently finished 100%ed even Final Fantasy 16.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
it's not that old at the time of recording.
Yeah, I did.
Or it is, whatever makes it sound better.
Yeah, it is. Assuming that this episode has aired in like mid-August or something. What's it called? So I say 100%. I did everything. I did every side quest. I did every like bonus challenge. All that stuff, all the hunts, all those things, and then beat the game. I did not do the new game plus on the harder difficulty yet, because that game took me 60 hours to beat, and I wanted to do something else for a while.
So you didn't 100% it?
I didn't 100% it. That was a lie. I'm gonna lie again. It's just how it is. But yeah,
you do this to me.
It's just what I do, baby. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to lie. I'm here to eat hot chip and lie. That's what I do here.
Did you like the game?
Yes, I loved it. Yeah,
I can't trust you anymore. So
I mean, I didn't like it that much. Obviously, I only put 60 hours into it.
That's it. But it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really so. So this game it's very hack and slashy. Like it has like RPG elements, but like I don't know. I think the stuff like the weapon and like crafting system and stuff is like vestigial at best. Like it doesn't super matter. Like you go to the blacksmith every once in a while, and he's got like, oh, I got new weapon recipes, and then you see the new sword, and like you only have one guy to outfit, and he only has one type of weapon that he can use, and there's only 2 stats on the weapon. There's damage and there's stagger. So it's like, is that new one better than what I've got? I probably have the materials to make it, so make it, upgrade it. I don't have to care about this anymore. Like,
yes,
it's such a nothing fucking RPG system that I'm like, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to. You could have just like Devil May Cry already showed us how. And that's the thing. The combat director, Ryota Suzuki, is the combat director from Devil May Cry 5.
Right.
So like you get to a certain point early in the game and you unlock your skill tree, and like the first 5 moves you can get are just Dante moves. It's you get Stinger, you get Helmbreaker, you get a taunt button, you get enemy step, you get like a little later on you get like the Devil Bringer that Nero can do and stuff. Like it's so much of it is just like, yeah, we're making Devil May Cry, but like after a while the combat, like if you're just swinging your sword around, then you're not doing very much because you have like all these big spells and stuff that you can throw around. So like it becomes like do big explosion generator, and then when you're waiting for your cooldowns to come back up, then you do your hacky slashy sword stuff. But
okay,
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Like I wouldn't say it was the most complex system, but like it kept me entertained for the entire runtime of the game. Like
yeah,
you know, even when I got up to the point where it was very clear, like once I start this mission, we will go until the credits roll. Like even up until that point, I was like looking for more stuff to do because didn't want it to be over yet. I did every side quest. I talked to every important NPC. I did everything there was to do. I made sure I did it. So yeah. Overall, very strong, great story too. I really liked the characters and stuff like that. The just story in general, like it's kind of a proper noun simulator type of game, like just like how Game of Thrones throws you in, and it's like all these there's the Lannisters and the Baratheons and and there's this guy named Jon Snow, and his dad is a Stark, but he's not Stark because he was this is it, like that whole thing. And they just throw that all at you in like the first episode. This game kind of does that too. The nice part is it has like the active time lore function, which basically means anytime during regular gameplay or during a cutscene or anything like that, you can hold on PlayStation. It's the little touchpad in the center. You can hold that button and it'll bring up a little chart of like who's talking, where you're at, like just like various like. If they mentioned a name, it's probably up there. So it goes like, fucking Benedicta Harmon did this, and you're like, who's that again? And you can click, and it's like Benedicta Harmon is such and such and such, and like it just tells you.
Interesting.
So it's pretty handy. That's not the only game to have done that. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Ram, and Triangle Strategy both have similar functions. Yeah, but like I'm really glad that that's becoming more of a thing in RPGs, because like as you keep introducing more names and places and events and things like that, it just becomes really, really difficult to follow.
Yeah, dude, because that's kind of my thing with a lot of RPGs is I'll play them for a while and then I'll stop playing them and then I'll think about getting back into it, and it's like I actually don't remember who anybody is or what I was doing, so I could restart it. And then depending on the game, I either do or I don't.
Yeah. Or you trick yourself into thinking that you're going to start a new file and actually follow through on it, but then like you're doing so much stuff that you already have some recollection of doing, and then it's just not that interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's just this endless cycle of playing the beginning of Final Fantasy VII over and over and over.
It's the Midgar section, baby.
Yeah,
gotta love it.
I started Final Fantasy VII not too long ago.
Oh, did you?
Yep, and I will not be continuing it. Not because it's bad, but because I'm me.
What part in the? I assume you didn't get through Midgar.
No.
Okay.
No,
what part did you get?
Not even that far. You get to the bar after the first initial explosion.
Oh, okay.
And I got thinking about like it's gonna be a minute to like get to the next thing. Do I want to play through this part? I'll come back to it later.
Understandable.
You know, I got it on Steam Deck. I can play it anytime. And then I just played another 100 hours of Stellaris instead.
There you go. That's the way we do it.
It's the way I do it, baby.
There is like so like I guess kind of the like one of the unique like angles of Final Fantasy 16 is that so in this world the classic like Final Fantasy, like the gods, the icons, the eidolons, the aeons, whatever the fuck you want to call them, it's different in every game. The things that Yuna summons, you know, Ifrit and Valor and Ixion and all that stuff. So like 8 of those are basically like the gods of this world ish, not really, but sort of, and they keep reincarnating into new people. So when you have been born with like the gift of this icon is what they're called in this, you are called a dominant, and you basically can shapeshift into them at will, essentially, once your power awakens.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so like the main thrust of the game is that Clive can do that, and you have to go. Yeah, Clive
His
Rossfield.
name is Clive?
Yes. His younger brother Joshua is the dominant of the Phoenix. He can turn into a big old firebird.
Is how new metal is this game?
Not nearly as new metal as Stranger of Paradise.
Nobody can be that new metal.
No, yeah, nobody.
That's when he walks away playing fucking Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, it's a legally distinct Limp Bizkit music.
I honestly, I thought it was Limp Bizkit.
I thought so too
super recently.
I searched around and people were like, no, if this is a Limp, it sounds like one, but if this is a Limp Bizkit song, it is not one that they have released. You know, the Limp Bizkit scholars came to our aid and let us know that, no such song existed.
Thank God they're out there, you know?
Somebody's got to do it.
We'd have so much misinformation without those Limp Bizkit scholars.
Exactly.
But yeah, Clive just feels like a new metal name.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know. I got used to it pretty fast.
Okay.
But so I can't really say for spoiler reasons the icon that you can turn into, but like basically his thing is he can steal bits of power from other dominants. So like you find the person who has the icon Garuda, like she's the dominant of Garuda, and like you fight, and then you do this cool, like you turn into kaijus, essentially. You turn into these like giant ass fucking monsters, and like that's happened in other games before, but like usually when that happens, like the special, like, oh, you're fighting a boss, look at this cool little mechanic you get to, like, usually it takes away like all the interesting mechanics that make the game fun, and it's just like press X to attack and now press A for a quick time event, and like this actually it feels like just a bigger extension of Clive's moveset. Like it's not as complex as you can be in the regular game, but like at no point was I playing an icon battle and I was like, I'm bored. I was going like, oh fuck yeah, this rules the whole time.
Oh, that's so good.
And the cutscene direction really supports that as well. It's just cool shit on the screen like all the time.
Because that's really fucking hard to do with like getting that. I think about all the time the original God of War game. The final battle has you turning into a Greek kaiju, essentially, like giant war guy.
Yeah.
You fight giant Ares, and all of the controls, everything are completely different for that final boss, and it sucked.
Yeah,
it just really sucked.
I think about Sonic Adventure 2, the end of the like the true ending right before, you fight BioLizard out in space, Super Sonic and Super Shadow. And like that's a really cool moment. You got Live and Learn is blasting and you're doing all this flying around and like Sonic and Shadow are posing and doing all cool shit. But like mechanically that fight sucks. Like I don't even say sucks, but like it's not that interesting. Your only abilities are move and move at an angle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you really it's tough to get it right. Like I think Revengeance kind of nails it just because like the music kicks in and it's super exciting.
Yeah,
like a lot of the times you're just kind of doing a quick time event or mashing a button.
The goal is to trick the player into thinking they're doing cool shit.
Yeah, exactly. You got to make it cool.
Exactly.
That's the number one rule of that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So okay, I'm glad they nailed it.
Totally. Yeah, I think they did that. Like it's about as well as I've ever seen someone do it. And then once you beat one of the dominants, you take some of their power, and then so like I beat the wind icon, and then Clive now can like access some of the abilities that person had. So like that's where like you can switch, very similar to style switching in Devil May Cry. You can switch from your standard icon to Garuda, and now you have like a whole new set of abilities. Like your circle button does a different thing, like where his first one teleports him to them, this one will yank enemies towards you, and if they're too big then you'll do a big like a little launcher move type thing, and if you like semi stagger a big enemy, then you can like use the yank ability to like basically like hog tie them and pull them down and like stuff. It's really really cool. And
oh my god,
there's a whole bunch of different icons in the game, and each one gives you a sick new set of powers. It's really really cool.
Fuck, dude. Okay, maybe I do gotta play this game.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Shit, dude. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get that excited about it, but you're kind of selling me on it pretty hard.
Yeah, I had very little expectation in either direction. Like when I picked it up, I was just like, I'm not gonna not buy a Final Fantasy game. I've been playing these fucking things my whole life. Like I'm gonna get it. And yeah, just from the word go, I was like, no, this is great. I had a blast the whole way through. I'm not gonna play the new game plus just yet. But I do want to go back to it eventually, you know?
Yeah. No, that's actually really cool. Because, and I know you kind of talked about it earlier, but I was really expecting that to be like a game that I was like, well, this is going to be cool, but I don't know if I'll dig it because the RPG elements are going to get in the way, right? I don't want to get my plus 3% poison damage up, you know, or whatever.
There is, so I will say there's it's kind of nothing, but like there's the accessories in the game. So, you know, you have your weapon, your armor, like I think there's like a belt and then a arm thing, and then there's your accessory. So like, you know, 3 different defensive stats. The belt and the bracelet or whatever, just defensive stats. Like it's just, does this one have a bigger number than this one? Equip that. Great. But the accessories are the ones that give you like passive abilities and stuff. And like just about all of them, with few exceptions, are like, it's like, make this one move will do 9% more damage or something. I'm like, I'm never going to notice that. There's like a couple moves where like, or there's a couple of them where like I thought they were more useful than they were. It was like, you know, make this one particular move knock off 2 seconds from its cooldown. I'm like, okay, you know, I could make use of that. But like once you can equip 3 icons at a time. And once you're at that point, you have so many abilities that you're kind of cycling through that like, there's not going to be that many situations where you're using that move literally on cooldown. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's just it's not like it's going to get in the way of you playing it, except it's just really annoying to be like, why the fuck did you even include this? This is so pointless.
I know. Well, that's the curse of the modern age of really all video games at this point.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that like games as live services are starting to become less popular. Like some games are actually like pulling back.
Well, they keep fucking closing in a year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and they keep coming out and sucking. That's the other part too.
There's that like Splatoon clone that they showed at like I think the State of Play, like the Sony thing or whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like I don't know. It's like a wacky, silly like third-person shooter, but we're not actually shooting each other with bullets type thing.
Okay.
And like it looks fun. It's like cute and quirky, whatever. I'd play it, but like my first thought watching the trailer was like, it's gonna be done in a year. Like end of 2025, that thing will be defunct, 100%. Don't you dare spend any money on it because it will shutter soon.
I know.
Unless you're like I don't know, World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14 or Overwatch or some shit. Even Overwatch is on the ropes.
I know Overwatch doesn't sound like it's doing too good. I haven't talked to Andy about it in a minute.
Was Andy an active Overwatcher?
He was a big Overwatch 1 guy.
Oh, okay.
And I know he's played a decent amount of 2, but I also know he's been playing a lot more like Diablo 4.
Sure.
And like this, and like he played a lot of different games, but like Overwatch was like his fucking jam.
Yeah.
So the fact that I haven't heard him bring it up at all makes me go, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I don't know.
Just quietly let it fall off. I wasn't that big into it. You know, whatever.
Well, it's just tough. It's like, it doesn't feel, at least to me on the outside, like that big of a change. Like, they made it 5v5 instead of 6v6, but it kind of it feels like that's not necessarily an improvement, but like a side grade, you know?
Yeah,
especially when
a change.
Yeah, and especially when just about everything else is like the same.
There's like new characters, right?
There's a few, but even then, so the game is free to play, but if you want to play with those new characters, you have to buy like the battle pass or unlock them with the things,
which I'm sure is like miserably slow.
Yeah. I think it takes a good chunk of time, though. Isn't like I think it's like 20 hours or something. So it's a while.
It is a while,
but
it's
that's
like longer than I play a lot of games.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I feel like with how much fucking time I put into Overwatch, I'm like, that's not that much. But yeah, no, you're right.
I got this Ashok, ASHOC. I've never seen this brand before. Swirl Pop is the flavor.
Swirl Pop.
Yeah, I got it literally because I was curious about the name.
Yeah,
It's not that tight.
I went for.
I'm not that into it.
I went for fucking Venom because it's $1 at every fucking gas station.
That's $1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everywhere I go, it's a fucking $1. And I'm a big broke baby. I'm a big broke baby, and I need my energy. Yeah, it's energy with a bite.
With the bites?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah.
Energy.
It's on the thing.
Yeah. I'm in a fucking puddle. Dude.
Yeah, it's so fucking hot, dude.
Jesus.
Let's see. Don't worry, it's cooling off though. My computer's telling me that it's only 90 degrees outside at 10:30 right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Fuck me, dude. Let me see here. You want to play a fun game?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Is this guess the Yu-Gi-Oh names again?
Oh no, it's even better.
Even better than guess the Yu-Gi-Oh names.
So this is our anniversary.
It sure is.
We're not ranking anime this year.
We're not. We didn't review enough animes to rank just yet. Maybe next year.
But I want to hit you with a question here, and I'm opening up this season's all the anime we've watched this season.
Oh sure.
I wanna kind of go through these.
Steel trap memory. This won't be a problem at all.
I want to go through these, and on the ones that you gave, keep watching. I want to ask if you kept watching.
Ooh, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Odd Taxi, I believe you had already finished.
No, yeah, I finished it.
So I mean, you probably didn't keep watching, but I think you were good.
I think I had finished it before we even did that episode. So.
Yes, yeah, I think that's right. Sunny Boy, I think we both gave
I gave that a meh at best, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I gave it a total garbage, but hell no, I didn't watch that shit.
And then, okay, so Higurashi, I don't think you finished that one. Did you keep watching? No.
I played further into the visual novel, which is probably the biggest reason why I haven't watched much of the anime is because like I've been like playing the visual novel. But
yeah, don't want the spoilers. Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll give you a pass on that.
I am further into the visual novel than the events of the anime, if that counts for anything, right?
It's a little bit. I mean, it's more than me. I didn't actually keep watching.
Yeah,
it
counts for something.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, our most popular episode.
That was our most popular episode.
Yeah, it's sitting currently at 420 views.
Nice. Nobody else watch it. It's done.
Taking it down right now.
Exactly. Unless we get like a lot of people to watch it, so it gets up to 6,969 views.
Yeah, bring it up to that one, guys. 69 are videos.
Easy enough. No, but I want to like that. Every once in a while, like I'm just doing something. I'm like at work or something like that, and I'm like, I need to finish watching Cyberpunk. That was really good.
Yeah,
and it's like 9 episodes or something. It's not even the full. Like, 12.
I know. Yeah, I think it's like 10 at most.
Yeah, at most.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wanted to finish it, and I just fucking didn't. And then I really wanted to finish it recently before we got to this episode.
Right.
And fucking Netflix is blocking everybody out of their accounts.
Yeah, wait, no, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
because we're a couple of mooch babies. We're two men in our 30s and who can't be fucked to get a Netflix account.
Well, okay. In fairness, Netflix sucks.
No, Netflix sucks. Yeah, for sure.
I want to watch. I think you should leave, and I want to watch Cyberpunk, and it stops there. Like there's not.
I think they put the Rocky movies on Netflix recently, and I've been wanting to rewatch. Yeah. I'd been thinking like, oh, they put the Rocky movies on HBO or Max now at some point, and I was like, I'm gonna start. Like, I sat down, I was like, I'm gonna watch Rocky 1 tonight. Get this ball rolling. And like that day, they had taken the Rocky movies off of Max. Like legit, I had seen it the night before, and then I sit down to watch it, and it's not there. And then it comes up on Netflix, and I'm like, great, okay, I can watch some fucking Rocky. Great.
No,
I can't use my family's fucking Netflix account anymore, and I'm not gonna. I've got $12 per month or whatever it costs to use Netflix. I'm just not gonna give that money to Netflix.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially since it's $20 if you want it without commercials.
20?
Something like that. Yeah.
No, it's not 20.
Yeah, it's 20 fucking bucks, man.
That's
I'm almost positive.
That's absurd.
It's absurd for like. I'll admit, like their interface is probably the best out there, but it's a low fucking bar.
That is a low bar.
Yeah, like I cannot believe how bad other streaming services have their shit. But
I think other streaming services have come a long way. Like HBO used to be trash, and now HBO is like usable.
HBO is a lot better.
Prime still sucks.
I'm not big on Hulu. Prime's not great.
Hulu's like the floor for me. Like if you're worse than Hulu, we've got a problem.
Hulu's just like when you're like scrolling through it and it's like embiggening the fucking thumbnail while you're trying to move. It's like, no, stop, annoying. Dude. Yeah. I'm just trying to look at what it is. Yeah, not a big fan of those ones. Yeah, Disney Plus also isn't great.
I don't have much of a problem with Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus right now. I just don't care enough about Marvel.
Yeah. What?
The Disney movies.
But Secret War has an AI opening now, dude. The future is here.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, Secret War's out?
Yeah, Secret War's out, I think.
Is that a show? Is it
Yeah.
Was it a movie? Oh.
Show.
Oh. I only I say Secret War is out like I knew. I didn't even really know that was a thing. I just remember the Secret War like comic arc.
No, same.
Yeah.
That was I think that came out around like 2008 or so, and that's when I was actually like buying a shit ton of comics.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I haven't seen a Marvel movie newer than Endgame.
I really liked the new Spider-Man No Way Home.
I heard that's good.
That one's good, and Guardians 3 is a good time.
Yeah. I've heard from a couple of friends that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or whatever isn't good, but it's fun.
Yeah. I haven't watched it at all, and I watched the stuff that leads up to it, like that Loki show and all that. I should. I don't know, but I don't give a shit about Doctor Strange. Is kind of my problem.
I give enough of a shit about Sam Raimi to check it out.
Yeah. I when I think about like Marvel movies, with the exceptions of Guardians, I don't really feel like the directors necessarily like come through to me. So I was like, I could watch the Sam Raimi movie, but is it gonna feel Sam Raimi-y? I don't know.
Probably not. Well, like I feel like Doctor Strange, like, you know, the first one was like trying to do some like trippy, you know, Inception style like CG nonsense, which I thought was fun. And like, I don't know, when you get all fucky with the multiverse type stuff, like, and you are willing to be fucky with it, like I feel like that can be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
As I understand, Mr. Fantastic, played by Jim from The Office, whatever his fucking name is, John Krasinski, is in
Jack
it. That's
Reacher,
funny. Yeah, Jack Reacher, the CIA's strongest warrior. John Krasinski. Yeah, like that's kind of funny.
We need the team of The Office to destabilize a South American country. Go.
And then, damn, I feel like I've seen a shit ton of The Office. You'd think I'd have more Office references, but it's been a long time. And
we're good. We can leave it to the Office girls or whatever that podcast is called.
Of course, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
like, it's like one of the original rewatch podcasts.
Oh, is it?
So
that's good. Good for them.
We can give them that, I think.
More respect than the Ned's Declassified one. I'll give it that.
Okay, so let's see. So Cyberpunk, Revolutionary Girl Utena. I believe we both said keep watching.
I have continued to watch that. I've not finished it, but I have watched more than 6 episodes of that.
That's pretty good. I watched G-Witch. So
hey, yeah, counts.
Yeah, that counts. Blue Lock.
Finished it.
We
both finished it.
We both finished fucking Blue Lock.
I need more Blue Lock.
Holy shit, dude. That show is so fucking good.
It's so good. I've loved Blue Lock so much, I'm watching Ted Lasso now. I need more fictional soccer. I'm not going to watch the real shit, but yeah.
I was thinking about it today. Like, I asked myself, like, what would it take for me to go to a soccer game? And I was like, I was running through things in my head, and I'm like, they're not going to exist. Like, I would need cheap beer, and I would need like cheap hot dogs. And what sporting event has those things anymore? You know,
I went to a Republic game because Sacramento Republic Football Club is like a minor league soccer. I don't know what the word league for it is, but I don't think they're going to be in the World Cup anytime soon. It's not how that works anyway. But whatever. So I went to a game of them once. It was a lot of fun, actually. I went, a couple of my friends are big enthusiasts, go to a lot of the games. They're like part of the club or whatever. Not the football, they don't play in the games, but they're big enthusiasts, go to a lot of the games. And like we met up with their other enthusiast friends, and we all like got beers, and then we like tailgated, and then like we went into the thing. And they had like, how like people like sing songs during soccer games.
Yeah.
They handed out lyric sheets. Like they
church.
made sure I was, it was like church. They made sure I was prepared and knew the words, so that I could sing along with all the Sacramento Football Club songs. Mostly just like silly pop song parodies, but like it was fun. It was a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
I was like, I don't fucking know the rules of soccer.
Well, it's kick the ball and fucking wait around for 100 years. That's my beef with soccer, is that like it feels like nothing is happening like 90% of the time. And if you really know soccer, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like, I don't know, like MMA when they just start like grappling for 4 minutes.
Oh, dude, I was at a bar last weekend and there was like a UFC on, and I was like, oh, let's see what's happening. And it was 2 dudes on the ground. I'm like, they just hugging real strong, hugging hard.
I think though. Soccer, like, because like any sport played at the highest possible level with millions of dollars on the line is going to look very different from that same sport where that's not the case.
Sure,
you know what I mean. Okay. Like if you're like major, what do they call it? MLS? Is it Major League Soccer? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I'm looking at us in the viewfinder, so to speak, as though I'm gonna have the answer myself.
Do you know what it's called? Tell me.
Yes, please. But yeah, like when you're not on that level, I feel like people are like free to take more risks and like play more aggressively and all that stuff. So like I feel like it's a bit more exciting, and also like people aren't faking injuries constantly, at least in my experience. Yeah, so it could be worth checking out. I'm not saying it's going to make you a football hooligan, but like you might have a better time than you think.
Okay, maybe I'll try it. Maybe if we do it for an episode.
Yeah.
If we do
review real life soccer,
soccer. When Blue Lock season 2 comes out, we'll go see a Republic game. Let's see if it's anything like what we watched.
We'll record the episode at a Blue the Sac FC football.
We'll bring this whole fucking setup with like, here, let me get a photo of this that I can put up on the fucking YouTube channel. Look at this fucking dumb shit that we got going. God damn, it's too much in here. It's too much. I got too much shit on me.
Too much. It's so fucking hot, dude.
So fucking hot.
It's crazy.
Let's see. Okay. Rent a Girlfriend, we did not review favorably, I believe. Same for Bakurino.
No.
Handyman Saito in Another World, I believe we gave.
I think I gave that a keep watching. Did we?
Ooh. I think we both gave it I think I gave it a keep watching because I
was like my most like like it was a good time, but like that was probably my most unenthusiastic keep watching. Like yeah, I would have. I think I said that. I might have said this during the episode. Like I would if I had unlimited time.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, like if I didn't have to work a full-time job and I didn't have other life responsibilities, yeah, I'd watch the rest of it.
You played fucking Final Fantasy for 60 hours.
And I was able to do that because I didn't fucking watch Handyman Saito.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched another couple episodes and it kind of lost me.
Oh, really?
So
that's a shame.
I think everybody's mileage may vary, but yeah, it's kind of gone to a meh for me at this point.
That's a bummer. Hate to see it when it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not awful. And if somebody liked it, I'd be like, yeah, no, totally.
Sure. I know people who like that.
I just got bored.
Yeah. Understandable.
And then finally, Zoids. It's too soon for me to watch more Zoids.
Of course.
Yeah.
Too soon. Yeah.
Too soon.
Don't want to run out of
also,
episodes.
it's just not streaming anywhere. We joked.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We joked a bunch on the episode about it being on like Tubi or something, and it's not on Tubi.
It's great. It's like the one thing that's not on Tubi.
I know. I can find Beyblade in Spanish on Tubi, but
it's
I can't.
Every Beyblade series. And
like
a bunch of like Saint Seiya and City Hunter and like a bunch of Flame of Rekka's on there. I've never met a human being who even had seen Flame of Rekka, and it's on there.
Yeah, dude, I was like, let's just go to Tubi. Let's just see what. Yeah, they can't have that much anime on there. We'll just see if there's anything that jumps out at us. And there were a few that jumped out at us, but like we spent forever going through. Like, holy shit, why do they have this?
This is on here. Yeah.
What is this show? It's all in Spanish.
Yeah, even some of the descriptions were in Spanish. I couldn't figure out what it said. I think you can like see my sweat on my shirt.
Luckily, you're wearing a black shirt, so it probably won't come
through
me too well. Let's see, yellow. No, I'm holding together.
Yeah, I think so.
You can just see all my curves because it's kind of a tighter shirt.
Oh, sure.
So that's I'm
giving the people what they want.
Hey, America.
You usually have to pay for this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, lucky this isn't an OnlyFans exclusive episode.
I want the listen, we got to make money somehow. This has been a net drain hard. I think I was doing the math.
We're very in the red on it.
We're very on the red. I was thinking about it. Like we probably spend on average, I would say $40 per episode on
like beer,
food,
and
beer and
snacks,
snacks,
right?
Like
I don't know if that necessarily.
So this is episode 38. So 40 times 38, whatever that is. So there's that. And then I was thinking about, like, we have our fucking Podbean that we pay for and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And then any technology, like, we've bought these fucking microphones.
Buy the mics.
We now have 4 fucking microphones. All that fucking shit, dude. We're so in the... I think we're, like, probably somewhere in the range of, like, $800 in the red over 4 years of doing this podcast.
Well, if you're factoring in the beer and snacks and stuff,
I am like absolutely factoring in the beer.
Then it is considerably more than that.
Yeah.
Like you said 40 times 38. Well, 40 times 40 is yeah, is that in the
is that is that 1600?
I think it's 1600.
Oh my.
So that minus 80 is 1520. We're 4 digits in on just snacks.
On snacks. Are we really like $2,000 in with if you count microphones?
Yeah. But let it be known, the lion's share of this budget is beer. It's beer and Sour Patch Kids and Slim Jims and shitty fucking energy
cheers
drinks.
Cheers to that, man.
That's how we do it. Yeah, this sucks. I do not like this energy drink at all.
What's worse, that or Bang Mix?
Bang Mix.
Yeah.
Well, Bang Mix. Yeah, but like this is worse than regular Bang. So.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. If this had alcohol in it, it'd be far worse, I think.
it would somehow decrease in value.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I mean, taste anyway.
Oh boy, dude, it's hot today.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
A lot of oh boys coming from me.
I mean, like you can't really make fans happen in here, you know. Or it's going to pick up a lot of noise.
Yeah. No, we're getting this crisp, clean audio for you.
That's right.
Out here, we're suffering. We're making art for you guys.
Yeah, that's not even factored into the budget overall, you know.
Well, you know, it's hot in here, but you know, I've heard it's way hotter in hell. And today we just watched Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise.
Hey,
good transition.
Thanks.
Yeah, another solid one.
Yeah. No, I feel real good about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about the anime?
Sure.
All right. So we watched the first 6 episodes of Hell's Paradise.
Indeed.
You want to give a little breakdown?
Right.
Quick synopsis?
Yes. So there is a ninja from the village hidden in the place, and his name is Gabimaru. He is cursed with immortality. He cannot be killed, which is a problem because the Tokugawa shogunate is currently trying to kill him and or execute him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been caught for various reasons, and he's set to be executed, and that sucks. He wants to die, but he doesn't actually want to die because he loves his wife.
He's big wife guy.
Biggest wife guy in that we've in a show that we've reviewed. I think.
I honestly even more than like not that it's a wife guy necessarily, but that My Love Story show where what's his ass loved what's her ass like they were really cute together and all that. Not a wife guy though. Not a wife guy like this wife guy.
Damn it! I'm trying to remember his name.
Oh,
it ends with an O. I can remember that. Whatever.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. This guy's a wife guy.
Yeah. So wife guy, as he will now be referred to.
I can't remember his name.
So he's approached by Sagiri of the Yamada clan, who is an elite samurai / executioner / various person. She shows up and she's like, hey, we can't kill you. That's a problem. But check this out. If you'd like to not die and also be free to go live with your wife that you love, all you have to do is go to this island. Did they give it a name? It's like
the other side.
Yeah, the other side.
They call it the other side several times.
Yeah, so you got to go to this island and you got to retrieve the elixir of life for us. And then if you do that, we'll all the charges will be dropped. Your ninja clan that hates you, they will stop trying to kill you. You can just run off with your wife and just live a happy little normal life. You don't have to kill anybody anymore. It's gonna be great. And he's like, bet, let's do it. And so he and 9 other death row inmates pretty much get sent to this hell island. Each one has their own samurai keeper, essentially.
Yeah,
someone who's supposed to keep him in line. Yeah, it's an executioner. Yeah, and it's a race to find the elixir, because only the one who finds it is going to be let off the hook.
Yeah, even if they work together, there's only one winner.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'll just say early impressions from me. This show fucking rules.
It's really cool. It takes a second to get started, but once it gets going, it's just nonstop.
Yeah, because I had a few people tell me about the beginning of the show. So like in episode 1, they're trying to execute him, but they can't. There's a whole thing about them burning him alive. And there's this narrator who only pops up when executions are happening.
It's just to give you some flavor text on the way that people die in various execution methods.
Yeah, and he's not even like canonically like in the show necessarily. No. Like, because like at a later episode, he like talks about like, you know, the big thing that kills people during fires is the carbon monoxide poisoning that enters your lungs. Like, nobody's saying fucking carbon monoxide in feudal fantasy Japan here. But yeah, I the whole first episode of them trying to kill him and failing, and them really going into detail about like the issues that would arise when trying to execute people it's definitely like interesting.
It's really cool. It's I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that being burned alive would cause your muscles to contract so hard that it breaks your bones.
Yeah, and it's
kind of gross.
And it helps like they kind of have that fight at the end to kind of keep you interested. It's a good It's what I always say that I like in a show, where like you have this very in-depth plot, but the first episode you don't talk about it.
No.
You just kind of like you cover the cool details.
Show us what's cool. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Give us a reason to keep watching.
Yeah. You don't front load the lore.
Very true.
Yeah. So yeah, I liked how that episode, and then the second episode's pretty cool. It's got the fight between all the different inmates and whatnot.
That was cool.
Yeah. But for me, episode 3 was where I'm like, oh no, this show actually really fucking rules.
Episode 3 is like a nonstop fight scene, pretty much. Like they just, the big guy shows up, we fight him, and then like the monster, then he starts fighting Sagiri again, and then the monsters show up, we got to fight them, and then the big guy shows up. No, he shows up a little later, but like it's just, there's a little break and then more fighting, and like the fighting's good, like the action is really solid.
Really,
Studio Mappa, like it's they're. I think they often have very good fights. Jujutsu Kaisen. I think a lot of people would agree. That's another one. Not from this season, I don't think, but I did finish Jujutsu Kaisen. So,
yes. New season just started of that.
Have not watched that, but I've seen everything up until and plus the movie. So.
Yeah, you're beating me. I haven't watched the baseball episodes at the end of season 1 yet either.
So the baseball, I don't even think the baseball is a full episode. There is like a little more actual relevant plot stuff. Sorta towards the end of it.
Okay.
It's kind of like the end of Hunter x Hunter, where they gotta like cram in like one little more,
just a little bit
more plot, before they leave forever.
Yeah. Well, so Mappa's done. I think they're also doing Chainsaw Man, and that show's been really fucking good too.
That is Mappa.
I believe so.
I think you're right.
So they've done a really good job. They're also. I have such mixed feelings with Mappa though. Just to derail everything. I love Mappa, but they're also responsible for our current like brain aneurysm of the unending Attack on Titan season.
Oh, that is them, isn't it?
Yeah, they're responsible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's fully responsible, but the fact that season 4 won't die, the final season, like now they're on like Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters, part 1 or whatever. It's like
part something.
That's too many words.
It's like season 7 or something. I don't know. And then there's like a movie. I don't know. I'm done. I am done watching Attack on Titan until like the end credits have rolled. Until someone spoils it for me on Twitter, like the day that shit airs, because of course.
We've been wanting to finish Attack on Titan on this show for the entirety of the
whole show.
The whole fucking show.
I think in episode 4 of this show, John talked to us about Attack on Titan. He's like, you guys should, get through season 2, get to season 3, it gets pretty good. And we're like, yeah, you know what, we'll probably check it out. And then and I think that episode we were like, you know what, we'll do the Attack on Titan episode eventually. Of course, why not?
So that's probably something like this will be episode 30. The 34 episodes that we've been like, why won't this show fucking end?
Still not over.
Still not fucking over.
At this rate, I think our ultimate mission as a podcast, as a project, is to outlive Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And that is not going to be an easy task.
Like, listen, I'm an unhealthy guy, right? I'm not old, but
we ourselves might not outlive Attack on Titan at this point.
Like, I might be like on my deathbed and it's like, oh no, it's the final season, the final chapter, the final epilogue, part 8. No.
They said for real this time, guys.
No. You know what really hurt me?
What's that?
Was I jumped into the comments on Twitter, like under the, like Crunchyroll was like, Attack on Titan, the blah, 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 blah is coming out, April, whatever, November, whatever. And people were like, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so fucking hyped. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Like, how? How is not everyone mad about this? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Get it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think, speaking for myself, like, my main motivation with watching Attack on Titan has been for a while, not to watch not to enjoy this thing that I really like. Because, like, I think it's neat. I think it's got some cool ideas. There's been some really great moments in Attack on Titan. But, like, ultimately, I just want to know how the fucking thing ends and move on.
Yes.
That's my number one goal.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm being kept from that is what is ultimately the source of my frustration here.
Yeah. Well, and that season 3 was so good and set up such an interesting idea.
Yeah.
It hurts. But
Kenny's the GOAT.
God.
Yeah. Love him. Cowboy Kenny.
Yeah.
We got this whole, like, all these big monsters to deal with, and here comes a rootin' tootin' cowboy with his 3D maneuverability gear and guns, and he's just causing a bunch of trouble, a bunch of mischief.
What a magical time in our lives where Attack on Titan kind of seemed to know what it was doing for just a brief moment, where like it all came together.
That was also like, we've said it before, pro Mappa podcast generally.
Yeah.
The jump from Wit Studio to Studio Mappa was rough a little bit. It really gave me an appreciation for like how clean
Wit Studio's work is,
Yeah, because I believe they've gone on to do and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they did Ranking of Kings, and then they've also done Spy Family, I believe.
Is that them? I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure. And both of those shows look amazing.
They did that Bubble movie too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Also on Netflix. Can't watch it.
Oh, fuck. One more reason to spend $20 a month.
That ain't fucking happening. But Wit Studio, very, very good stuff. They've done they did like Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, I'm pretty sure, which is like real looker.
I actually brought that one up during this while we were watching, because this show to me kind of felt very Cabaneri. The thing with that show, watching it, was one episode would be really exciting, and then the next episode would be lore, and then the next episode would be really exciting, and then the next episode would be lore, and that's kind of the same flow that I kind of got from this show a little bit. Like episode 4, I believe, was like more slowed down, and then it kind of jammed back up.
Yeah, we start getting like flashbacks, people's backstories and stuff.
So for a brief second, and it's not, it ends up I not quite being what I said, but I was like, I just got those vibes like halfway through, like, wait, are these the same guys?
Yeah.
But I guess they're 6 degrees of Attack on Titan, but
yeah. But yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's like the back half of what we watch, like episodes 4, 5, 6, are probably more action than lore, like by a decent amount, But yeah, I think it does a good job of like, cool fight scene, and then like, okay, give the people a break, and like, we'll talk about character motivations or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we interrupt that new fight scene,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fight scenes though, and we were talking about it, I think it's only an issue in episode 3, but they cut out like the ending of the fight.
They don't. Yeah. It happens with the big fella that Gabimaru fights.
Wife guy fights. Yeah.
Yeah. The wife guy fights, like the first big fella. They start the fight. We see some cool stuff, some back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And then smash cut, big dude is super dead. Gabimaru has won. Wife guy has won.
Yeah.
And then the very next fight is him fighting Sagiri, and we do the same thing. Like, we're fighting back and forth. Oh, we're exchanging ideals. I'm fighting for this. You're fighting for this. And then smash cut, he is on top of her, sword pointed at her neck. Like, he wins. He's gonna get her.
Yeah. And it felt like in both cases, it's like, okay, obviously that's where the fight is headed.
Yeah.
You know,
but I would just like to see how it got there.
Yeah, just a little bit more animation or something, because it just feels cheap, especially since the big dude dies in such a fucking spectacular. Like,
it looks sick.
His body is like riddled with the weapons that he brought, like a shit ton of weapons, and he's just like riddled with them.
Yeah.
By wife guy, and it's like, wow, that would have been cool to see.
There's a moment in the Naruto manga, in the Chunin exam arc. There's a character named Ten. She's teammates with Rock Lee and Neji. You know those characters,
yeah.
Right? She fights. She has her first fight that we're gonna see, and it's against Temari from the Sand village. And in the manga, it's like round start, let's go, because they're in like a tournament arc kind of thing, and it's like, okay, fight. And then the next page is Temari having rendered Ten unconscious. Like, Ten is like splayed out over Temari. Like, her back is broken over Tamari's giant fan, and you're like, boy, I sure wish I could have seen how this happened. You don't even get to see what Ten's thing is, like what her ninjutsu techniques are or whatever, for like another fucking like dozens of chapters. It takes a while before you even know what her fucking deal is. But they fix that in the anime. You actually see the fight scene, and like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Ten's thing is she summons a shitload of like different weapons and stuff, and like throws them and uses. She's a weapon specialist, but Temari has a big fan, so she like blows away all the projectiles and then just beats her ass. Now you know.
Yeah.
Watch
so watch the anime. Yeah.
Actually, no. By pound for pound, the manga is a lot much more digestible experience. But
yeah,
do what you got to do. If you like animated fight scenes and like it's got some great music and stuff,
Yeah. Well, and and the funny thing is, I think if this weren't like Mappa or like a similarly like real like a studio known for their really good action, right? Like, I might see those cuts as like, oh, that's kind of like expedient, right? Like, if the fights weren't that good, I'd maybe be like, oh, okay, yeah, at least we're moving the things along. But like the fact that the fight between Wife Guy and Sagiri is so good. Mm-hmm. It's incredible. And the fact that you don't see how it gets to its conclusion feels like robbery.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, that fight was so fucking good,
really
man.
Cool. Like, everything we see up until the moment where he's won, like, looks really cool. It's just like, why would you not show us the moment where he gains that upper hand? Because like, they're not quite like evenly matched. Like, for one thing, he's immortal and like, pretty much can't be killed. But like, it's not just that she's holding her own, like, she's proving a difficult challenge for him. And then like, all of a sudden it's like, oops, no, I won. How did that come to be? Like, it would just, why would you not show us that?
Yeah. It's such
very
a
odd direction choice, I guess.
Now, one thing to talk about, though, to change gears a little bit, though, is that ending of that fight is so good. I love how they're dealing with like characters trying to deal with their emotions.
Yeah,
that like the wife guy wants to be like, oh, I'm the hollow, I don't have emotions or whatever.
Yeah.
But he absolutely does, and he's just kind of repressing them. And I like this kind of theme that they have going where it's like, it's not that emotions are a weakness.
Yeah.
They're kind of what drives you. And I think that's so refreshing in a lot of ways.
I agree. Yeah.
I think a lot of times when you hear people talk about people being emotional, it's seen as like in a negative light.
Yeah.
Like, you should, in theory, be rational 100% of the time. And it's nice to see something that's not of that mindset.
Yeah. Like, if anything, his refusal to engage with his emotions and like, pay attention to them, he sees that as a strength, but like, she points out that is in fact weakness, and he starts to see her way of thinking.
Yeah.
They kind of follow that up with Sagiri is talking to that one guy The one who just has to, like, Mr. Misogynist guy.
Mr. Misogynist. That was his name.
Samurai Andrew Tate.
Women aren't supposed to be samurai.
You are a woman. Why are you in the battlefield? You should be at home taking care of the kids. That's my Andrew Tate impression.
That's pretty good. I like that.
What was it? So like he's just doing that concept, but like eventually he sees the strength in her ideals in that like she is rational but doesn't use the like, you know, but not so at the expense of her emotions, and she like is convicted in her emotions but not so at the expense at her rationality. She's able to walk this like this path, the middle path he calls it, which is neat. But like the way he like this dude's dying. This dude is super doomed. He's like half of his torso's gone.
He's missing like half of his like his stomach.
Dude slapped the shit out of him. Literally, his large intestine is probably disintegrated.
Large intestine, like a good chunk of one of your lungs. Like
just dude is toast. No shot he's getting out of this. And he's watching her fight, and she's like holding her own against this guy who just one-shotted you, and you're like, she's strong like a man, but caring like a woman.
Well, because
I didn't know such a way was possible.
He says to her something like, you know, a moment ago you were blustering like a man, but now you're caring for me like a woman. Because she's like trying to make sure the guy doesn't die.
Yeah, she's like, dude, don't like. She's literally just like, hey man, I'd really like it if you did not die right now.
Yeah, like because I think they're also like they all trained together.
Yeah. They're like they're part of the same clan.
Yeah, so they're all friends.
Yeah.
So like clearly she doesn't want him to die.
Yeah.
And so it's like, wow, I can't believe you're so caring about me. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's so funny. Like, and you know, we can chalk this up to translation. We can chalk this up to that's just how this guy talks. But like, I think it did put a little bit of a damper on like what he's saying when like he keeps equating like she can overcome the weakness of her womanhood by steeling herself with the resolve of a samurai.
Well, because he says that she's going down the path of the middle, which he phrases as both like the path between rational and emotion.
Yeah.
But also between like men and women. Yeah. As if one's on one side and one's on the other.
He is quite clearly like, you know, in his head, that is quite clearly the separation.
Yeah.
There.
That men are always rational and women are just so emotional.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, us on this podcast, always rational.
Yeah.
Never doing anything that would make us irrational.
And, you know, women keep punching holes in walls after their team loses in a sports game. Very emotional. That's a very women trait to do.
Watch out, drywall. Women are around.
Women be punching holes in walls. Am I right, fellas? Right? This guy knows what I'm talking about. It's so fucking hot.
It's so fucking. Our brains are fucking melting, dude. I think now you can see the sweat on us.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if like whatever effect I applied is doing it, but like I'm glistening. I am like my face is starting to get shiny.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's just how it goes. We're a couple of sweaty anime nerds. What do you want?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. That big fella, the one that slaps the shit out of that guy. Mr. Slap Hands.
The giant of Bizen or something like that.
Yeah, the Andre the Giant looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Dudes are big in this show.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
like
there's some real big dudes.
That guy's the biggest, and I think he's probably like 15 feet tall.
Something like it, yeah.
And then there's another dude in the show who's got to be like, I don't know, 11 feet tall. And he's not even like, and he's not even like supposed to be like a big dude or whatever. He's like, his whole thing is like, I'm really good with a sword.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like 11 feet tall. And
the reach
chop
probably
walls.
Helps. Like the fact that he has like 7 foot long arms probably helps in his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what's your technique? Oh, I'm just big. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. That guy rules.
No, he's so cool.
The sword of the dragon or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy fucking, he gets stung by he gets stung by like one of these monster things and just no hesitation goes, oh, this is a little weird, chops off his hand.
Yeah.
Like that fucking rules.
Doesn't even think about it.
He's like, oh shit, oh.
And he was right to do it because that hand immediately shrivels up because it got stung by the butterfly with a human face.
Yeah, it's like a wasp with a human face or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the monsters in this fucking show.
Oh, they're sick.
So fucking cool.
Really, really cool.
Yeah, we're just talking about like the humans that they encounter, which is great too. But like, they're all like related to like Buddhist and Taoist like designs of like statues and things and interpretations of like animals, but they're just fucked.
Yeah.
They're and like they talk about it in the show, like this seems wrong. Like it's all the stuff that we kind of know, but like it's fucked.
There's like, yeah, like I think one of my favorites is like the fish guy. Like
fish guy's really
the
cool.
guy, like it's you know, shoulders and down is more or less the body of a person, except he's got 3 sets of arms, so 6 arms total, and then like neck up is just like the top half of a fish, like a reverse mermaid type of deal. And he like throws punches and stuff, and all 3 of his left hands are doing like the prayer, the Namu prayer hand thing.
Yeah.
Really fucking cool. Love that one.
Yeah, I really like that guy. I really like all the deities that walk around.
Yeah.
Like the first one they show that has hands coming out of its eyes.
Yeah.
Like that.
Sick.
And like the fact that they're just these like big dumb like Attack on Titan creatures, like just it takes it to the next level for me.
I like how they like talk, but they say like kind of just silly stuff. Like
murder is a sin.
Yeah.
As he's like getting his head chopped off.
Exactly. This is big ass like monster Buddha.
Yeah.
Those centipedes are freaky too. They got like all those fingers coming out of their mandibles, like too many fingers, like 20 fingers.
Yeah, because it's a lot of like here's the thing, but we made it human and we also made it wrong.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's pretty much the size of it. Big fan.
Yeah, super super freaky. And it's cool because I'm like genuinely intrigued by what the mystery of this place is.
Me too. I wonder if that's something they follow through on in some sort of, because like for one thing, it kind of took me, I was kind of taken aback by the fact that like that they mention by name Buddhism and Taoism to begin with. Yeah. Like quite obviously these are things based on like, you know, like a lot of them are just like Buddhas, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like take Land of the Lustrous, for instance, which like most of the evil things, like the monsters in that, are also based on like Buddha statues and whatever. Nobody calls them Buddhas, you know. Like to them, these like, you know, otherworldly agender gemstone people, like they don't know what the fuck Buddhism is, you know. Yeah. So like it's fantasy world. This is just set dressing, right? But like in this one, like they call it out like, oh, that looks like a Jesus statue. Crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like very, very direct. Like, oh, this is based on something in our real world too. Also, like it takes place during the Tokugawa shogunate, which is a real life thing that happened.
It's funny when like the history actually starts to come up and it's like, wait, these are actual clans, right? Yeah,
very strange.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know, I think it's fucking cool.
I really like how the the shogun's like I think it's the shogun that they fight in front of in like in episode 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
He like makes the remark like, oh, a fight to the death, I've never seen one of these before. And I'm like, bro, you lived through the Sengoku period, how did you not? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, he's like, I've always wanted to see one of these. Like, where were you?
You lived through feudal Japan.
Yeah,
they were feuding the whole time. That's just really funny.
Yeah. I really like that they're not making the guy that they're getting this elixir of immortality for. Like he's like a guy that they should be doing this for.
Yeah.
You know?
Like even a lot of the samurai people, like the ones who are like working for that government, they're just like, you know, someone will point out something stupid and like why they're doing what they're doing. And they're like, yeah, I know it's fucking stupid. I didn't ask your opinion on it. Just do it. Like,
yeah.
This is the guy I serve said that we had to do it like this, so we're doing it like this. Mm-hmm. I have to stab myself in the stomach if I don't follow orders. Yeah, they don't say that, but like that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how the implications.
Yeah. Get your own special little blade for doing so. You know?
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. I think the grounding makes it a little bit freakier.
Yeah,
it's, you know, still obviously super anime.
Totally.
Characters are basically like teleporting at points and things like that, but
it's cool.
I think it rules. I think it's super fucking cool.
Wife guy does like ninja magic sometimes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you know, his ascetic flame or whatever.
Yeah, ascetic flame. He's got all these special fucking moves that he just deploys left and right.
Yeah, he can rat tail people with the
fucking towel.
Sash and what was it? The shapeless blade or whatever.
Yeah, it was like unfounded blade or something like that. And
which is cool.
He's just fucking towel whipping people. So good.
It was a locker room shit. Just How did that not rend his flesh?
It didn't fucking rip him apart. Like, this show rules. Yeah, I have similar feelings to when we watch Jujutsu Kaisen, where I'm like, I'm fucking hooked. Like, it's so, like, the plot is interesting. I like all the characters, and the action's really good.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, I feel like if an anime had, like, 2 of those things, I'd be, like, pretty happy.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's got all 3 is, like, really doing it for me.
Yeah, and it's like, it's really interesting to see. Like, one, it definitely seems to kind of have that air of like, you don't know when an important character is going to die.
Yeah.
Like, it will come out of nowhere. There's no, like, big, like, usually when an anime is about to kill off an important character, they have like a big moment and a flashback and like a touching heart to heart with another one of the main characters and all this other stuff. This time, like, they could be mid conversation and just gets murked. You know what I mean? It's like just out of nowhere. Sometimes it happens off screen.
Yeah, genuinely.
Which is neat.
Yeah, I was really surprised at how many of the prisoners or the criminals
just
died
like on arrival.
On arrival. Yeah, like weren't even part of like fights. It was just like that guy. He's dead off screen.
Exactly.
I thought that was super interesting.
Very. And I was a little bummed about a couple of them. I was like hoping to see what their thing was.
Yeah, they gave
There's one lady called the cannibal courtesan, and we don't even see how she goes out.
I know. Such a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of these characters have really great character design, and it's just like, well, that's the end of them.
It made me feel almost like they were like cameo characters, like they were from a totally different series.
Oh,
and just showed up here as like a guest. But that's not the case. That they were made for this story, and that's just how it goes.
That's how it goes. I mean, it fills me with hope at the idea that if you are willing to kill off this many interesting characters this quickly, you got to have more in the bank.
Very true. Yeah.
Like, let's keep them coming.
Exactly. I'm very intrigued. Yeah. I want to know where this goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess to nitpick, if I had to say anything negative about this show, I am not crazy about the opening and ending theme.
Yeah, I've warmed up to the ending theme. Though it does bring up a point to me. Why is Sagiri naked in it so much? Like, she's not actually naked, but like every time they do like a visualization of her inner state, it's usually with her clothes off, and it just doesn't. Nobody else gets that treatment. Even the one who's like pretty much bare chested the whole time.
Yeah.
Check this out. Her name is Yuzuriha.
Well done.
The lady ninja. Like she's got like 2 strips of fabric here, covering everything, and like she doesn't get that treatment. But like for some reason, Sagiri like always does.
Yeah. It's actually, I guess, and I wouldn't say this is like awful, right? Because it's like, but it is a very like, I think this is the show for dudes, kind of mentality.
It's
where
just
like,
one of those things that like I don't see a purpose for it, and like I'm not an anti-nudity, anti-sex scene type person, but like I don't know, it's distracting if nothing else, and like I think I feel like there are plenty of like non-dude anime watchers who would maybe find that a little off-putting.
Yeah, I think dead on. Yeah. Because I think if you wanted to be generous, you could say that it's done that way because it's trying to show how vulnerable she feels compared to the weight of the souls that are like literally like bound to her.
Yeah.
I think that's like the idea, but she doesn't have to be naked for that to come across necessarily.
Yeah, and like it's also not just the fact that she's naked, it's like the angles that they're showing her at, and it's like all the like like all the just a massive amount of like boob involved and stuff.
Sure, yeah,
like the
absolutely.
Power Girl, the superhero, does the same thing. Like she's like, I have this big window in my suit as a window to my heart or something.
Yeah,
because I got it, and it's like, no, they drew you with that because cleavage is cool.
Yeah. Well, and
don't make it something it's not.
And it's like, I think what I said would have better legs if every other female character in the show wasn't like very like cleavage central.
Yeah.
Like really the only one that isn't is the character whose gender is like harder to determine, and like later you realize
the one from the
ship.
Yeah. The brown one we think is a guy for a while, and then while standing there naked goes like, oh no, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So like the moment they establish that this character is a girl or a woman, I don't know how old that character is.
Yeah,
I was like, oh great, naked time. Great.
I was actually gonna say that's the only character that we don't see like that, but we absolutely
do. The moment it is established.
So you see pretty much like you see a lot of skin on every female character. In the show.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
And Sagiri's kind of the only one who's not like that. So it's almost as though to make up for it, they have to show her like naked in the metaverse like constantly.
Yeah. And so that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like what I said earlier, I think still stands technically, but it's just, I think if somebody was like earnestly really making that argument, I think it does not have the strength that they think it does. It's kind of like what you were saying. It's kind of like how, well, Quiet has to have from Metal Gear Solid 5, she has to wear a bikini and dance around in the rain because she breathes through her skin or something shit like that. It's like
photosynthesizes or some shit.
She breathed through her skin because the writer wanted to have a character in a bikini, not the other way around.
Yeah,
like
her body caught fire, her clothing caught fire when she was not that, and then that's just how it goes. The doctor like, oh, we fixed all your skin. Also, you have to breathe through it now.
Yeah. So you have
to. That's how that works.
And like, I'm not opposed to a sniper bikini lady. Like,
sure,
that's a great character design. But like, when you like rationalize around it, it's like, all right, come on.
It's and like I don't get me wrong. Like you got a fan service, you want gratuitous sex scenes, whatever. It's a bummer when like every female character is subjected to that, like without fail.
Yeah, and I think like in the case of the ninja girl, and the Cannibal Courtesan doesn't get a chance to really have a character, but like you can argue that
the only thing we see her do is fuck somebody and die.
Yeah, but you can argue that they. Well, I guess you can't argue that the courtesan because she dies after having sex with the guy. Yep. But the ninja character, I guess you could argue, like owns their sexuality a bit more. Like, yeah, she has the cleavage, but she's also like very much in control of the situation and is using her sexuality.
Like seduction is part of her like kunoichi technique.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that character maybe gets away with it, but come on, you can't do it to everybody.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
You can't do it to everybody, and you can't. Then give us no dong.
No dongs.
No
Zero
dongs.
You could have some freaky Buddha monster dong just hanging.
Yeah, I think they talk about that.
They specify they don't have penises.
Genitals. Yeah.
She literally says no penises. It's fucked up, man.
It's fucked up,
I think I clipped my audio. I was so upset about the lack of dicks.
It is like
need more dicks.
Just put more dicks and stuff.
Put more dicks and stuff.
Dicks are always like if you're gonna put boobs and stuff, right? Like put dicks and stuff. Dicks are at the very least funny.
Battle School Dropouts season 4. Put dicks and stuff.
Put dicks and stuff, man.
That's
more
what it's
all about. Well, I vote we pop open these IPAs here.
Let's get it.
We've had sitting out for the last hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
nice and warm,
lukewarm IPAs.
And let's review this show.
Let's do it. Where's my... Oh, thank you.
There you are. Okay. Yeah, get that out of there.
That is. Oh yeah, that's room temp.
Oh, that good room temp IPA. Bakari.
Yeah.
Now's the time for us to review.
Yes, sir.
This show. We got our rating scale.
Mm-hmm.
Keep watching. And total garbage. Where you landed on this one?
It's a keep watching, but like if I'm gonna keep it a buck, it's more of like a when I get to it type of keep watching.
Okay.
Like, I had a lot of fun. I do want to see where it goes. I I'm not certain that this is the end of it. There might be more than, because this just aired like last season or the season before.
Yeah, it's very new.
Yeah, so like
Very
I
cool.
think it's entirely possible. Like the scope of this story seems like it might exceed 12, 13 episodes. So like I think if I got confirmation that like this season is the end of it, I'll probably check it out sooner. If not, that gives me a bit more of a reason to be like, yeah, I'll check it. I'll binge it when it's done.
Yeah, I'm very much hoping this isn't I mean, this is kind of I feel like this is the case with like the underlying thing behind every episode that we say keep watching is, especially with like a newer show, is kind of the hope that this show is like 24 episodes and then ends. Like,
yeah.
I
I certainly don't see it going beyond if it went beyond like 26 episodes in a movie, I would be shocked.
Yeah, like if a time traveler version of us showed up right now and was like, guys, the show's going to end up being 200 episodes, it'd be like, oh, yeah, no, total garbage.
Oh, yeah, peace.
Yeah,
no, out of here.
Yeah,
no way.
good.
Absolutely not.
But I think it moves at a good pace.
I agree.
All that jazz.
Yeah.
So I'm in a similar boat. It's a keep watching for me. And I think it's one of those ones where if tomorrow I'm chilling in bed and I'm like, I want to watch something, and I just, for the first fucking time ever, remember to watch the thing that I'm like was just watching. I think if I do that, I could see myself watching a decent amount more of the show.
Yeah.
But I also think that if I kind of forget about it and keep watching like G-Witch, or you just loaned me the Invincible omnibus, if I read that,
I did, yeah.
I could see this kind of fading to the back, kind of like what was it, Dororo, the samurai one where the guy has the prosthetic
That was
arm.
Dororo, yeah.
Yeah, like Tim has said to me so many times, like, I can't believe you didn't finish that show. Like, you liked it. I was like, yeah, I thought it was great. He's like, so why haven't you finished it? I'll get around to it. He's like, ah.
One of these days. I almost did the thing where I like try to take a sip out of my mic back into my beer.
It's tough, man.
It's difficult.
Ah, shit. All right.
Yeah.
We ready to end this fucking episode and turn on the air conditioning?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, Bakari, how can people find you?
You can, if you type Octomammoth Pockets on any streaming service you can think of, foreign or domestic, you will probably find my album on it.
Octomammoth. The album is Pockets.
Pockets. You'll know because it's got a picture of me on it.
Yeah.
And now you know what I look like if you didn't before. So.
Yeah. Well, and I hope so, especially now.
Yeah, especially. Yeah. So if you're watching this, and yeah, you'll figure it out. Yeah. Otherwise, you can go to twitter.com/8mammoth. Who knows how long Twitter keeps having these like jump scares every other week where it's like, we're gonna kill the site. Like, fucking Big Daddy Musk, tweets something like, we're gonna make it so that you have to donate a blood transfusion every time you want to tweet. And then everyone's like, I guess I'm gonna leave Twitter now. And then he's like, never mind, we will not do that. And then business as usual. So maybe he'll kill Twitter next week. Who knows? But until then, you can find me there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can people find you?
It's still my fucking brain tumor. I'm still on fucking, like, Twitter is like becoming more and more like morally reprehensible to use. I'm like, but it's got the stuff I like.
Yeah. I was telling you off camera, but I've been using a kanji learning website called WaniKani in my free time. That's become my new Twitter essentially.
Yeah.
It's like, just learn some kanji, learn how to read Japanese a little better.
I think that's the way to go. My thing is I really like Duolingo and I want to learn Tagalog.
Oh, cool.
And Tagalog is a very popular language in the world.
Totally.
It's the language spoken in like the Philippines and whatnot.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it's not on Duolingo.
I tried to learn Thai on Duolingo. I had the same problem.
Yeah, like these are big languages.
You can learn High Valyrian, okay? You can learn Elvish.
Klingon.
You can learn Klingon. You can learn European Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese.
And it's not even like Tagalog is like really similar to like English in a lot of ways, or like really similar to Spanish, really.
Yeah.
And so it's not even like necessarily a like, oh, like putting Japanese on something, like learning Japanese is hard because it's very different from English.
It is.
But like this should have been done like 10 years ago, Duolingo. What are we doing?
It's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm still on Twitter. Is all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, once Tagalog hits Duolingo, Stew is off Twitter. But until then, yeah.
Yeah. No, you can follow me at Stew Designs. I don't update it nearly as often as I should. But the big thing is, hey, we are chilling. We got this hot fucking setup going, and we're gonna try to do more video stuff going forward. You know, I think this is kind of a fun method. I like staring at myself as I talk.
Me too. It's kind of nice. Get very like self-conscious about all my, fidgeting around and stuff.
This whole section here, I've just been staring at the entire thing like, I don't look like that, do I? No, don't turn sideways, Stu. No.
It's good. Our self-image has been a little too good lately.
Yeah, honestly, we need to bring
Keep
it
us
back.
humble.
Everybody says that we have really good voices, and let's just bring down the whole expectation, everybody. But yeah,
people like us a little too much right now is the problem.
Well, listen, I am unemployed as shit. Basically, I'm struggling money wise. So help me turn this into a career. All right, pay me for this is all I'm getting at. So subscribe to our YouTube. We're on Podbean. We're on Spotify. If there's something else that you want us on that's not Apple, let us know. We can maybe figure it out.
I got it doesn't look like this, I don't think, in the real world, but the light is on my beard in such a way there's just what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
You're about to show up like shaved, like next episode you're gonna be like shaved up, like just full like nice clothes, all that.
In a ski mask is what's gonna happen.
Fucking bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And then I guess Battle School Dropouts is also on Twitter at Battle School Pod.
Oh yeah.
I update it when I post an episode, but reach out to us, post a comment. Hey, tell us what 2 + 2 is in the comments.
Yeah.
We need fucking engagement.
Bet
please.
you won't. Bet you can't.
Bet you won't. Bet you can't figure out. 99% of people can't figure out what this math problem is.
Are you in the 1%?
Are you in the 1%? It's what does 2 + 2 equal? Good luck, buddy. Yeah. Good fucking app. Yeah, no, this
will fade out or something.
Yeah, no, we'll figure out something. No, this is fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm so hoping that the next time we do this shit, it is not as fucking hot, dude.
It's too much.
It's too fucking much.
Yeah. I mean,
we're I feel like we've gotten like progressively like sweatier and redder as this has gone.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put a side by side of how we looked at the start, how we looked at the end.
I think, we just gotta. I'm just gonna bring a fuckload of ice packs or something.
Ice packs. I'm putting on fucking makeup. I don't know, anything to hold this all, a fucking like sweatband.
Oh yeah,
some fucking Battle School Dropouts sweatband.
Hey,
going.
Yeah, start getting the merch. I love the idea of we get merch and the first thing we put out is this fucking sweatband.
It's just stuff for Battle School Dropouts ice packs, Battle School Dropouts like water bottles, Battle School Dropouts headbands.
It's not about what the audience wants. It's about what we find most convenient in that exact moment.
It's just some Battle School Dropouts fucking shorts. Fuck, man. Good
Battle School Dropouts across the butt. Juicy,
That'd be so fucking good, just BSD. But the S kind of goes into the crack.
Ooh, yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Subscribe so you can get your own pair of Battle School Dropouts hot pants.
More like Booty School Dropouts.
Booty School Drop. Now we're talking. I'd never drop out of booty school. Be a straight A student.
Yeah. Oh shit! All right, good. I'm opening the door. Yeah, happy anniversary. Here, let me cheers you with my beer.
There you go.
Good shit.
Bye.